Hello, this is Michael Richmond, and today I hope to share some insight that will hopefully help both IUS informatics students and informatics graduates in their job search. The important thing to remember about the job search is to start early. Generally, around the end of your sophomore year, it would be a good idea to start looking towards a cognate or some other career or job that would relate to the cognate that you wish to pursue. IU Southeast provides numerous tools to help students in their job search. A really helpful website to visit would be the IU Southeast Career Development Center. It can be found by going to ius.edu and clicking on the Career Development Center. Here you'll find numerous resources to help students prepare for a job. There are different samples for resumes, a video instructing you how to create an effective resume. There are also tools to let students know different questions that you may be asked during an interview. What type of attire to wear, how to conduct yourself, what type of hygiene, should you shave, should you have what kind of appropriate haircut you should have. But the big part of the Career Development Center is searching for a job. Now there are numerous jobs you can look for on the website that do not require a degree. But in order to look for a part-time, full-time work study or internship, you need to create an account with CareerLink, which can be done right here. Once you create a CareerLink account, a job counselor from the Career Development Center should contact you and set up an interview. They usually like to go over your resume, give you helpful hints on how to create a better, more effective resume that will differentiate you as a job candidate and hopefully get you the calls for interviews that you would like. Go over the attire, go over the different questions, and generally just provide counsel for you during your job search. There are numerous websites they also list that you can look for a job on your own. One such website that I like is LouisvilleWorks.com. This is a local job website, but has a lot of the bigger companies around town in the Louisville, Southern Indiana area. If you're not from this area and you plan on going elsewhere throughout Kentucky or Cincinnati, there are jobs that are located there as well. You can search by employer. You can also search by a particular category. Unfortunately, with informatics being such a new discipline, most of the jobs will be interwoven with the information technology jobs. Unfortunately, they have none available at this moment. Another website that I use, it's more of a national website, is found in the Louisville newspaper's CourierJournal.com. Once you click on jobs in the upper left-hand corner, it'll take you to CareerBuilder.com. Say you've had some informatics coursework, and during that coursework you've decided that project management interests you. You can see 12 search results have come up in the Louisville area. You can also change your location if once you're finished with school you decide you want to go to Chicago. This is a national website, so you can simply change your location to Chicago, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, St. Louis, wherever you like to look for a job. You can sort these results by when they were posted. or the default is alphabetical order by the company. There are also several companies around town that make it a priority within their organization to hire interns as sort of goodwill towards the community in helping prepare students for their eventual career. One of these organizations is Kindred Healthcare. Kindred Healthcare offers numerous internships across many different departments ranging from human resources, accounting, information technology, education, social networking, legal, communications, etc. Currently, Kindred has several internships available. Sometimes you may have to scroll through. They tend to post quite a few job openings. This particular one is an internship in an information systems department, which would be ideal for an informatics student to get the experience they need before they graduate. When applying for one of these jobs or submitting your resume, it's a good idea to look over the job description itself and tailor your qualifications and your objective to exactly what the employer is looking for. You can see this one appears to be audit risk compliance of nature, so having a good understanding of Sarbanes-Oxley, if you've had some business classes and you're familiar with what the Sarbanes-Oxley Act was, put that in your resume. It would mirror what the job posting says, and it would catch the employer's eye. There are numerous other positions posted currently. This one's also in the Information Systems Department, but you can see this is more of an entry-level internship with just administrative duties. If you're a wizard at PowerPoint, if you're great with spreadsheets and Excel, be sure to highlight that. If you've worked in the healthcare industry before, put that. Alter your resume for each position you apply for. So one, the employer knows that you care, and two, you're able to highlight your attributes in order to help make yourself a more ideal candidate and get that interview. The important thing is getting past the gatekeeper in human resources. Sometimes it's a physical person, other times it's an application that data mines for certain keywords. This one may be set up to look for someone who has experience in Excel and PowerPoint. If you have that on your resume and submit it to their database, that will kick to a manager who will then give you a call for an interview. As you can see, there are several internships available. One really ideal internship is one that I happen to serve in myself for roughly a year, and that's the intern in the IS Project Management Office, or the PMO. I felt that this position helped prepare me for my senior capstone and helped prepare me for a position as either a business analyst or eventually a project manager. This position is also ideal because you will be dealing directly with all of the vice presidents in the IS department. Every 2 weeks, every project that Kindred is undergoing is up for review. 1 week, it's up for review with all the directors, so you will be meeting with the directors of development, the directors of education, the directors of training, the directors of implementation. And all these directors sit together and they approve whether a project should continue, or it should be stopped, or if more information is needed, or if the budget needs to be cut. Anything that relates to a project, they have the approval of whether it should continue or not. If it does continue, the following week, you then meet with all the ISVPs. These are the people that control the purse strings. They'll want to know a different bit of information than the previous directors. They want to know what we're spending, is it good for the company, and how it works with the organization's goals. Once again, if this position happens to be open when you're looking for a job, if you have any project management background, be sure to list that in your resume. If in your Informatics 101 class you led several projects with your teammates, be sure to highlight that. If you've led any projects in any other classes, whether it's the technical writing course or any business classes, be sure to highlight and mirror the terminology used in the job posting. If you're familiar with what the development life cycle is or their methodologies, once again, if you have experience in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, this position does have a little bit of web development in it. So if you have some HTML knowledge or have used front page or any type of web editor, be sure to put that in there as well. The next thing that most younger graduates or students have a little bit of anxiety about is once they do get a job offer. When an employer asks you for your salary demands, when an employer asks you what you're looking for, what type of benefits you're looking for, it's important to remember that it's always okay to ask for a specific salary. The worst thing an employer can say is no and offer you another salary. Of course, the best thing they can do is give you what you're looking for, but usually they'll come back with another offer and sometimes they'll negotiate. But when you negotiate or when you ask for a specific salary for a position, as an informatician, you should have all the information about that job. What are the current employees being paid for that position? What are employees in similar positions at other companies being paid? These are all important when you're negotiating a salary. Glassdoor.com actually gets input from the employees of companies. So if you're an employee at Best Buy, you can come on Glassdoor, upload your job title, and upload what your salary for that job title is to help others who are in the job market negotiate and find a salary that's in range with your peers. Say, for instance, you've been offered a job as a business analyst in Louisville, Kentucky. You see here that the national median for salaries for a business analyst is $61,000. The average in Louisville, Kentucky is just a hair off the national median at $60,000. You see how the lows and the highs are playing into this salary as well. Now as you scroll down, you'll see numerous employers and how many different salaries for those specific employers there are. When you visit the site for the first time, you will actually be able to see the average salary. However, they store a cookie in your system folders, and after the second time you try to look at it, the average is X'd out because they would really like to have you sign up for their website. So once you sign up for their website, and it's free, and sign in with Facebook, you would actually have an average salary here. When you proceed to the next level, you can actually put how much experience you have. Most people coming out of college will generally have no experience whatsoever. However, if you're a non-traditional student and you have some experience from prior employment history, select the appropriate experience. And then once again, this one's for business analysts in Oracle. You can search all the different cities and find out how much someone with less than 1 year would be able to demand in today's market as a business analyst for Oracle. This concludes our podcast for the day. I wish you luck in your job search, and if there are anything to take away from this and remember and highlight, it would be 1. Start early. Get with IU Southeast Career Development Center as soon as you can. Start getting help on your resume. Start getting help with your interview skills. As they say, practice makes perfect. So start early, generally after your sophomore year. Hopefully you'll land that internship where you can learn real-world skills to go with the education that you're getting here at IU Southeast as well. Then, make sure when you continue to search for a job following your graduation at IU Southeast, have all the information you can handy at your disposal. You don't want to go in having the employer with all the leverage. And once again, it never hurts to ask for a specific salary. The worst thing they can say is no. Wish you luck in your job search. Have a great day.